Hi, hello. Welcome to my snare sanctuary, my vast selection of snares. Beautiful. I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry. This one's for the next pound bag. Let me just replace this. So sorry. Let's get this out of here. Whew. Anyway, welcome back. I'm here to present to you BridgeSet Sound's Crunchy Sound Snacks Volume 2 Snare Artifacts, where we took quite literally every snare in existence and just kind of brought it to you for your amusement, for your love, for your cherishment, you know, because that's what we need here at BridgeSet. You. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. Cool. So, Crunchy Sound Snacks Volume 2 consists of all of our snares here in the studio at BridgeSet. We have multiple acoustic snares. We have our silver REMO snare. We have our black REMO snare. And we have our vintage marching snare that we found in the street somewhere. Then, on top of that, we have all of our hand drums, all of our digital synths, our digital drums, either through samples with the Drumlogue, the Rhythm Ace, or the Sequential circuits. And we also have just a plethora of other drums that you can use for various snare types, like our Gecko Clacker, our finger snares, which are beautiful, our Caxixi, our Castanets, just pretty much everything in between, and our Vibraslap. I just threw that in there for fun, just to give it to you guys, because I love you. I love you. I love you. And on top of that, we have snare top and bottom recordings for the marching snare and the silver REMO, and we have variations for each of these acoustic snare drum sounds. For all of them, the black REMO, the marching snare, and the silver REMO, we have being hit with the clapper, which is a patent pending BridgeSet Sound percussion instrument. We have the snare being hit with a regular stick with an EQ pod, the snare with a tambourine on top, the snare with a finger bell on top, the snare being hit with a mallet, and also the snare being hit with an H-rod, which is just a bundle of sticks. So yeah, let's just dive into a lot of these sounds. So first off, we have our black REMO snare, a raw snare sound, as well as a rim shot snare sound. And I'll give you a taste of what those sound like. This is our raw, and this is our rim shot. Same for our marching snare. We have our raw, the rim shot. Now we have our silver REMO. Then we have our top and bottom recordings. These recordings really just provide you a more full body sound. This is the marching snare. And then our variations. This is what the EQ pod sounds like. This is with our clapper, which just kind of gives you more of a percussive sound. This is with our finger bell, our H-rod, and our mallet. And then our tambourine is the last for each one of these. And that's pretty much it for our regular snares and variations. Specialty snares. These are all very percussive snare sounds. That's our castanet, our Caxixi. This is our drum shaker with our acrylic bottom and top. Finger snares, which are very tiny, but they have a loud, sizzly sound. And then for our Gecko Clacker, this one I had the most fun with. This one you could do a lot with. It's very clicky. If you speed them up, speed the sounds up, slow them down, you can really do a lot of different things with this. Then we have our hand drums, which are just skin and wood, just Just skin and wood. And then that brings us to our digital snares. So the Drumlogue has a plethora of different snare sounds. Some of them have kick tones in them. Some of them have crash tones in them. Some of them are just plain white noise. But you get a wide range of different sounds with these Drumlogue snare sounds that, you know, you would only get from this specific instrument. And that's just a few. Then we have our sequential circuits snare sound. And then we have our rhythm Ace snare. Same deal, just one snare. Very clappy. And last, but certainly not least, actually the best of the best, we have our Vibraslap, which is a great instrument. And that's pretty much it. For this sound pack, we didn't want to do too much. We wanted to give you guys a very raw feel for your sounds. Something that you can use and pull from in any snare situation. So, yeah, thank you. Get snares, buy the Snare Artifacts.